Hey guys! So today we are going to be doing something I made up.
That's the best.
So I was just thinking about things to record, topics and things, and I always think about the kids, and since we watch way too much TV, or we at least have the TV on way too much, we have a lot of kids shows that we've watched, right?
Yes.
So I have a list, and so we're going to take turns reading off our list, and when I read off my kid show to you, then I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind about the show, and then what your opinion is of it. Just like a brief opinion. Alright?
Yep.
Shaun the Sheep.
Wallace and Gromit. First thing that comes to mind, because I grew up with those shows, which is what the show is based off. And my opinion of the show, it's entertaining in sort of like a British slapstick kind of way, but I don't know, it gets kind of repetitive because it's kind of the same thing every episode.
Yeah.
Your Backyard Friends, the Backyardigans.
I don't know, initial thing that comes to mind is just, I love it. My favorite show ever. I think that the Backyardigans is one of the most creative shows ever. They have the theme of music in every episode. They have all the dancing, the choreography that the characters do. And then, I don't know, I just think it's so cool that they come up with all these stories, and it's just kids playing in the backyard, or animals playing in the backyard, but they're supposed to be kids. Curious George.
Oh, bananas. Yes, he's a monkey. They like bananas. Oh, and paper boats. Paper hat boats. Yes, because that was one of the books we had growing up, and I used to always ask my grandma to make paper hats, and she would, and I'd be like, oh, so cool, and paper boats. I think they were better as books, honestly. I don't really like the series all that much. There's nothing wrong with it, per se. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just it's so unbelievable, like Monkey City and the country. It's just whatever the writers need at the moment to fill the story. Charlie and Lola.
Charlie and Lola. Adorable is the first thing I think of. Charlie and Lola is such a cute show. I love Charlie is like the best older brother ever, and Lola's super sweet too, and I don't know, I just think it's the cutest show.
We have Charlie and Lola. We should get Zach a shirt that says Zachary.
Special Agent Oso.
I've never seen the show in my life. The first thing I thought of. Have our kids even watched that show?
Yes.
Alright, the first thing I thought of was the little plastic figurine I like to hide around the house and scare you with. I taped it to the wall once, and it fell down and freaked her out. It's hilarious.
Yes.
My opinion of the show is I've never seen it.
Are you sure? The 3 special steps?
I've never seen that show. I think I saw like a commercial for it once and maybe the intro of it once, and I quickly turned it off.
Yeah, I don't like that show.
Dinosaur Train.
Boring is the first thing that comes to mind. I feel like there's no plot. I feel like it's the same show, like literally every episode is the same.
It's not very good.
The first season, I think every episode they go under the water. Thomas and Friends.
Ooh. Oh. First thing I think of, I grew up on that show, but not the new one, not the CGI one. The one where it was actual figurines, and it was voiced by, what's his name, the guy from the Beatles.
Ringo?
Yeah, Ringo Starr. Yep. Yeah, that was the best. And Shining Time Station. Oh, that was fantastic. I love that. So, opinion of the show. Original show was fantastic. New one is okay. I mean, they have plot to it. It's definitely better than a lot of the other sort of flops that we've talked about so far. But still, I just always think they sort of ruin the appeal of some of the cool older stuff by trying to make it too new.
I don't know, I didn't grow up with the original Thomas, so I love the new one.
You missed out. It's a beautiful day in Daniel Tiger's neighborhood. We're going to have a similar thing here.
Initial impression is, it's cute. I don't know. I'm bad at initial impressions. Actually, my original initial impression, when it first came out, I thought, I will never watch it ever. Because like in boycotting. Because Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was just such a classic, something that I loved.
Oh, if you don't remember those, like, I didn't remember any of it, and then I was watching Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood with Zach, and I was like, oh, I half remember some of these characters, so I had to go back and watch an actual Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood so I knew what was going on, and you forget just, like, how good those were.
I remember loving when he takes his shoes off and puts the new ones on. Yeah, but the Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood is fine. It's cute. Zach definitely picks up on the things they pound into your head, like grown-ups come back.
Oh, yes, he starts saying their phrases.
Super Y.
Oh, Super Y. It's classic PBS.
We were just talking about a PBS show.
Super Y is kind of forced, and it's another repetitive show. First thing I think of, oh, that they had to add the dog.
The thing I didn't like about Super Y with that dog is that they took out the Super You with the power to help.
Oh, yeah. I'm Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig.
And Peppa Pig isn't that great. The best parts...
Are you kidding? Peppa Pig is fantastic.
I like it. It's just Peppa is sometimes sassy pants. And,
oh, yeah, she's bratty.
Yeah. And I don't like that.
No, but like as an adult, so I know I was talking up like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood before. That's for kids. As an adult, you have to watch Peppa Pig. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Daddy Pig is the best character ever.
I have a shirt, Daddy Pig.
Yeah, you're
That's
welcome.
Great. Thank you.
Fireman Sam.
Oh, I knew this one would be on your list. Had to be there. Oh, that show, what comes to mind is, now that computers have gotten cheaper and like video editing can be done in some guy's basement, everybody is a video designer now. And that's just like that on the screen. It's awful. It's completely awful. It has like no story whatsoever. And what little story it does have is the same story every single time. And there's just so many like plot things wrong with this, and it's so dry and it's so stale, and I don't know why this show exists. Wow, Wubsy.
Awesome songs. The show doesn't really have any morals necessarily. I mean, maybe a little bit, like, don't get dirty when it's picture day.
No, it's just general silliness the whole time. They're not trying to teach you anything.
Yeah. I just love the songs. They're so kooky, that's a word they use in the show. But they're like silly, they're weird sounding sort of, but they're also so catchy.
I just like the voice actor for Wubsy, because it's also Azula.
Mm.
I can just never get that out of my mind that cute little square character is like, I will destroy you with fire.
Max and Ruby.
Ooh, Max and Ruby. Max and Ruby. So out of all the stories, Max and Ruby maybe has some of the best stories per se, because it's probably because they used to be books. It's a high quality show. Yeah, different story each time. But it's kind of like, you know, have you ever seen Phineas and Ferb where it's the same thing but it's a different thing each time? They sort of did that well. They pick like a word that's Max's word, but they always end up putting like a twist on it each episode. I enjoy it. Blue's Clues.
Classic, I guess. That's what comes to mind. I find it really sad that I'm sure there are kids that have never seen Blue's Clues, like kids Zach's age and things. It's really sad to me. Blue's Clues is a show that every child should watch. Each episode has things to learn, like they have the space one, they have everything, measurements, feelings, they talk about everything in Blue's Clues. And Steve does a great job, Joe does a great job.
Steve was better.
Well, sure. So Blue's Clues, the original series Blue's Clues, is awesome. Blue's Room is horrible. Don't watch it.
Spin-offs.
Team Umizoomi.
Team Umizoomi, ready for action. Yeah, my first impression is just, it's a kind of weird show. It's different than like Wubsy weird. It's more, you know, factual. They have like real people in front of green screens for certain shots, and the characters interact with them. The characters are like live in a city, and it's occasionally like it's always drawn, but it's like a real city. There are cars and buses and people walking and all that stuff. It's not really that entertaining for adults, like not at all. They teach the kids numbers and math patterns. They pretty much primarily focus on mathematics. They don't do any sort of words or life lessons or anything like that. Dora the Explorer, and of course, her sidekick show, Diego.
Alright, well, initial impression is repetitive, maybe? I don't know. But, I mean, obviously, these shows have been around for a long time.
Dora's a classic.
Yeah. Dora, I don't mind watching Dora. It's just not my favorite show to watch.
Every time that map comes out, I want to, like, leave the premises. I'm the map. Did I mention I'm the map? Hi, I'm the map. I think I forgot to tell you I'm the map. In case you've forgotten, I am the map.
Dora was never my favorite. Diego was one of the things that I really liked that show when it came out because of Rescue Pack.
Rescue Pack.
He has an awesome song. I think Diego is kind of nice because you learn about animals. Word World.
I don't like it. I mean, it's
a PBS show.
Yeah, it's another PB. It's not as... Fireman Sam is by far the worst show ever. Word World is not as bad, nearly, but, like, I can't watch it.
I love Word World.
It's just the whole concept. I mean, I know it's a kid's show. It doesn't have to make sense to adults, but, like, I don't know. It feels, again, like some people who thought, I have animation software, threw something together and said, okay. I don't mean the quality. I just mean, like, they have no ideas and no story, and they're just like, here's some random thing I thought up once, and there you go. Blah. It's a show.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite show, but I think it's cute.
Be that way. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing I can think of for initial reaction is Toodles. Oh, Toodles!
They should never have given him a face.
Yeah, the face was flawed. I love Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
There's enough variety in each episode that it's not like the other ones we've talked about where it's like, okay, there's nothing new here.
Mm-hmm.
They're always doing something different in their own little world they made. So, and it's a Disney production, so of course it's going to be like, ultra stellar, and it's their namesake with Mickey Mouse, so of course they're going to give it special attention.
Mm-hmm. They did a good job with that show, I think. I would recommend it. There are some I didn't include because our kids don't really watch them. Franklin, which I love, because you don't like Franklin.
No, don't like the turtle. No love for the turtle.
I love Franklin. Oh, so cute. I grew up on that show, so I love it. Yo Gabba Gabba. I hate.
Is that the people in costume?
Yeah.
Clean it up, pick up the trash now.
Yes,
that's all I know from Yo Gabba Gabba.
That is Yo Gabba Gabba. Yeah.
And get the Wiggles out, or get the Sillies out.
Yeah.
Those songs get stuck in your head. They're awful.
Don't bite your friends.
Never heard of it. Don't bite your friends. This is good advice, children.
Some shows have really strange advice, like in Max and Ruby. My favorite piece of advice Ruby gives Max is, it's very important to have a heartbeat if you want to stay healthy.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Sesame Street we don't watch, and I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, they've gone downhill from the original. They need to re-show the originals more.
I don't like all the modern influence. Like, they have the modern singers and the modern actors and actresses, and it's just like...
Yeah, they're trying to appeal to a different...
Yeah, like, I don't really want my kids influenced by that world, so...
Mm-hmm.
Caillou, which...
Yeah.
I don't know, Caillou is...
I have a name for Caillou.
Eric.
I'm not allowed to say it.
Caillou is fine for me, but it's also a little bit boring. So I put it on when I want to be, like, chill and relaxed.
Did I mention I'm the map? Because he's Caillou.
Little Einsteins, which I've only seen a few times.
Oh, that's the one with the fly ship. Oh, you know what else you didn't put on there?
Oh, Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets, because of fly ships.
Yep.
And it's the same sort of style and form they usually go together.
I don't like the Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets. Yeah, they were on that for like a month and then they got off.
Thank goodness. I would love Little Einsteins, but they pick children who can't carry a single tune.
As a musical show. The theme of the show is music.
I can't stand it. So let us know of any kid shows that we missed. I'm sure there are some, but I just tried to include the ones that we've seen and that we know well enough to talk about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.